Piers Morgan absolutely destroys this woke TV host who hasn't gotten the memo that we don't rock with that anymore. But before we get into the video, make sure to subscribe to Resist the Mainstream to ensure to YouTube that you're enjoying these videos, and so they'll keep showing up in your feed, and then they'll push it out to more people so they can enjoy this amazing content as well. I'm Titus. Let's get into this video.
The ones who came up, though, it was all about common sense. Keep giving your opinion, because we got to a weird stage a year or so ago where people were terrified of expressing opinions. And I found that incredibly sad, that in a free democratic society, take a place like Ireland, right? You will not meet a gobbier people in the world, in a nice way. You are highly opinionated, you're bright, you're funny, you like a good crack, you like a laugh, right? But the idea that you all have to be stifled, censored, that's why I called my show Uncensored. No. And you should all be able to disagree with each other. You and I should be able to go to the pub, have a few pints of the black stuff, argue about everything, and then stay friends. Funny enough, Emily and I are like that. We have terrible dinner parties where we end up shouting at each other, and then we can't wait to do it again. That's how society should be.
That's how society should be. It's not how society is.
No.
You have kids. Deep down, do you not worry about the world that Donald Trump is going to leave your kids and my kids?
No, I don't. I would have been more worried if Kamala Harris had won.
He said, that's how society should be. That's not how society is. And you know why? Because we should be terrified of Donald Trump. What do you think about with your kids and why? My gosh, these talking points that like are literally just regurgitated by every single talk show host and mainstream media anchor, panelist, whatever you want to call them. They all say the exact same thing. Well, are you actually worried about what it would be like for Donald Trump to be president? Are you scared for your kids? Never give a reason why. And when they do, it's never something that's actually factual because they don't have a reason why. It actually blows my mind. And Piers Morgan says he would be more concerned if it was Kamala Harris. And I'm inclined to agree. But let's hear what else he has to say.
Because it would have sent a message that this whole woke, as Elon Musk calls it, the woke mind virus. Now, woke has got a bad rap, rightly. What it used to be was raising awareness for social and racial injustice. By that criteria, I'm woke. But that's not what it is anymore. What it's become is a kind of new form of fascism, where people who identify as woke, they want to dictate how everybody else, how they dress, how they speak, what they find funny, the jokes that they can laugh at, the heroes that they can revere, the books they can read, the movies they can enjoy. That is fascism. It's the very thing that they profess to hate most. And here's one example I'll give you. And this might not be popular in the room, but I don't care. And it's this. In America, the most popular ad that Trump did was about the whole issue of trans athletes in women's sport, which I've been very vocal about for years. I think it's completely unfair, unequal, and it shouldn't be happening. I also want equal rights and fairness for all trans people at the same time. There's nothing to do with being transphobic. It's about protecting women's rights. Trump did an ad, and all it said was, Kamala is for they, them. Trump is for you. They reckon it was the most effective 30-second political ad in modern times because it resonated with the public.
You want to know why? Because people decided that, wait, all these social justice issues that I've decided to like post all over my social media, that the black square, the I stand with so-and-so and such and whatever they want to identify as, that actually is not helping my life. As a matter of fact, why is everything so much more expensive? Wait, there's drugs being funneled through our country because the border is insecure? Wait, there's people that are taking over apartment complexes, a Venezuelan crime gang in Aurora, Colorado, and all these other places in the country? Wait, like I'm not safe? Like, hold on, what's going on here? You guys are giving all these benefits to people that can cross the border illegally? Like, this is why my life sucks right now? Because I sit there, I put a black square, and I said I stand with queers or Palestine or whatever. You know, it's like, maybe let me rethink. Let's think about the trajectory of our country and the trajectory of my life. What do I want? And what's going to help me and my family and my kids who are education is not being prioritized, who are having these things indoctrinated in their school, in their curriculum that have nothing to do with learning, reading, writing, arithmetic, you know, the stuff. It's just like they had to like recalibrate their life and realize, wait, what's actually going to help me and what's not helping me? And why am I prioritizing things that I don't even really believe in? I don't care. Live your life, do your thing, but that doesn't really affect me or my child or my own personal life or my friends, my family, my community. Let's reprioritize what's important in life. And that's when they stop caring about the wokeness, and that's why that ad resonates, because the Democratic Party and Kamala Harris and all of them are for they, them. They prioritize the black community. They say they do, but they don't actually do anything for us. They prioritize the LGBTQ and want to act like they're your champion. They're going to do all these things for you, and they never ultimately do. It's just they say, hey, you're great. We love you. We want you to be represented. We want you to be loved. Yada, yada, yada. You're so great. You're so good. And then do nothing for you. And so that's why Trump was like, Kamala Harris is for they, them. He's doing all that. I'm for you. And guess what? That includes the they, thems. That includes the black people. That includes everyone else. Because he wants to help America be better and prioritize all Americans. What's something that I can do that can benefit everybody? Not let me pick marginalized groups and victimize them and make it seem as if you don't support them, you're the spawn of Satan. Like, people are done with that. We're over the cancel culture, the woke culture, and it's a completely done away with. We're done.
Say that, but the exit polls after that American election didn't talk about pronouns. They said people were voting on the economy. And
yeah, but that ad, they reckon, the New York Times, which is a liberal newspaper, they said that ad may have swung it by 2 to 3 points. Unbelievably effective.
A lot of people would also say that the trans community out there are people who are fearful and need supported. And the idea of being woke isn't about being a fascist. It's about going through life with, instead of having your eyes closed, having your eyes open, and maybe just trying to be kind.
Do you even believe that?
I do.
Really?
Man, not having your eyes closed and having your eyes open. It's like, I'm aware that you are living the life that you live. And I think what people don't understand is, like, you can be aware of something and be, not necessarily okay with it, but like allow it, because, you're not going to try and control anyone. Like, I don't agree with your lifestyle. I don't rock with that. I don't want my kids to be affiliated with that. But, like, hey, that's your prerogative. That's your life, your business. You can do whatever you want. That's most people. There obviously are people that are like, no, I don't want you to be able to be this way. I don't think it's good for you. And honestly, on the side of, like, when it comes to certain issues, I'm like, that's not good for you in the long run. I don't want that for you. But I'm not going to stop you from doing it. You have every right to, but I am going to vocalize it. But, like, most people don't care. Like, live your life, but why? Stop. Just trying to keep your eyes open really means accept me, accept my lifestyles. And if you don't, you're bigoted, hateful, homophobic, xenophobic, transphobic. Like, that's the difference. It's like, not keeping your eyes open. Like, be aware that there's people that are different than you. Yeah, we all know that. Freaking Sherlock. Like, it's not a genuine argument, or it's not a genuine take, because you're really just trying to enforce people in what you in this false kind spin, this kindness and love. You're just really being really loving and kind by accepting and acknowledging these people that are different from you. Like, I accept you as an individual. I respect you as a human. I don't have to accept your lifestyle or the way you choose to live, and I don't have to indoctrinate my kids with that same ideology. So, like, that's the difference, and it's so sly in the way they try and word what they actually mean, in a totally different way. And so you could see Piers Morgan rolling his eyes because he knew what that really meant. So yeah, it's ridiculous.
I think there's a lot of people doing that.
That's not what woke means. Woke is people running around screaming hysterically about absolutely everything, and they want to dictate how people lead their lives. And we are a free democratic society. You should be able to lead your life how you want to lead it. Have the opinions you want to have. Have the right to live your life how you want to lead it.
Do you believe everything you say, or is there an element, Piers, of stirring the pot?
I do. I genuinely hate vegan sausage rolls. And by the way, so does everybody else, because their sales are bombs. I was right about that as well. Look, I do believe what I say. It's not like I don't just literally sit there and go, let me find something to wind up all the wokies, even though they are very easy to wind up. But I genuinely believe what I say. But again, I come back to, you might categorise my views as controversial. I don't. I genuinely think...
I just categorise some of your views as wrong. I don't think they're controversial.
Well.
In the same way that you said that I'm wrong.
Okay. Let's test that theory. Let's test that theory. Which of my views do you think are so wrong?
I would say...
Patrick, how long have we got?
How long have we got?
He's running down the clock. You see my point?
I'm not running down the clock.
Now you're struggling, right? Because you know I'm controversial, but you can't remember why.
Piers, I mean, we literally could be here until 12
Give me
o'clock.
one.
Until 12 o'clock.
Give me one.
Well, I think the idea of supporting Trump.
Got it. Oh, I get it. Got it. So you don't have a reason. What's so controversial? I disagree with your views. If you disagree with someone's views, and obviously sometimes you're put on the spot and so you're shocked and you don't know how to respond, I guess I could give them that possibly. But it's like, the TDS is so strong with so many people. This Trump derangement syndrome is actually insane. What controversial views do I have that you vehemently disagree with? What is it actually that I believe? I don't think they're controversial, but you do. Why do you think they're wrong? Well, you support Trump. Trump. Well, what's bad about Trump? Transphobe, homophobe, racist. Just like it's like, all right, bro. Like, you think 76, 77, however many people, exact million people would vote for someone who actually was all those things? Or do you think that maybe it's possible that people like you, who are all paid to spout propaganda, are characterizing an individual in a way that is not actually accurate to who they are? Do you think that that's a possibility? Maybe think about it. Absolutely insane. But Piers Morgan did a wonderful job on this, and he did it very cordially. It wasn't trying to be disrespectful, wasn't trying to be rude. Just like, let's talk about this and let's have differing opinions. That should always be allowed. I don't know how we got away from that, but I'm glad the pendulum is swinging and we're going back to that, because we need people to be able to agree to disagree and still be able to break bread, have drinks, whatever, together, and just have a good time, because that is what matters most. Love your neighbor, right? That's what it means. Love your neighbor. Not the way people try and spew. Love your neighbor means accept everything about them, not how it works. But anyways, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Make sure to subscribe, comment your thoughts below. I'd really love to hear them, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.